Why is nobody respecting the Jacksonville Jaguars? Right now, they're the second hottest team in the league with a 6-game winning streak and currently first in the AFC South. And we know what happens when teams roll into the playoffs hot. Now, there's still a couple games left in the season, so anything could happen in the last few weeks. And I might be completely jinxing the Jaguars, but I gotta give credit to what they've been able to accomplish, especially in the second half of the season. Now, what really caught my attention and what prompted me to make this video is when I saw the Pro Bowl rosters. And I do understand that Pro Bowl voting closed on Monday, December 15th, 2025, after running from Thanksgiving. And I understand that all pros mean more, and the Pro Bowl is not as important as it used to be, but it was still shocking to see that the Jaguars only had one Pro Bowler. And guess what that position was? The long snapper. Credit to Kevin Patra on NFL.com. He writes, there are numerous Jags players who could warrant consideration. Trevor Lawrence has come on hot. Travis Etienne is tied for 6th among running backs in scrimmage touchdowns. Top running back in receiving touchdowns. Parker Washington has been dynamic as a returner. Hines Allen has been a beast off the edge and doesn't garner nearly enough attention. JHA ranks 4th in the NFL in QB pressures with 71 and 5th in quick pressures with 27. The edge rusher wins despite little surrounding help. Eric Armstead is the only other Jags player with more than 26 total pressures. Meanwhile, Lloyd has enjoyed his best season, making plays at every level. The 4th-year pro has been excellent in coverage, generating 5 interceptions, tied for 2nd most in the league, with 1 return for a beautiful 99-yard touchdown. This is a team that on offense has the 8th most points per game in the league, but they also rank in the top 10 in terms of points given up. With 20.8, they allow the 10th fewest in the league. So you tell me a team is top 10 on offense, top 10 on defense, and is getting hot at the right time. Why is nobody respecting the Jaguars? So let's take a deeper look into it. Okay, you have the quarterback position, the most important position in the game. Dante Fleming writes that his current stretch is on par with past MVPs. Now, I don't want to take anything away from Matthew Stafford. I think most of us, if not all of us, are in agreement that he is the rightful MVP. He's been doing it the entire season at an extremely high level. That offense has been dominant. But most recently, the Jaguars went into Denver and knocked off Sean Payton's top-seeded Broncos. They have now won 6 consecutive games, their longest winning streak in a season since 1999, when Tom Coughlin led the Jags to a 14-2 finish. They already have 11 wins with 2 games to go, already their most victories since going 11-5 in 2007. Now, Lawrence in particular has accounted for 33 touchdowns this season, which ranks 3rd behind MVP favorite Matthew Stafford and reigning MVP Josh Allen. That's it. In just his last 2 games, Lawrence has totaled 10 touchdowns, 8 passing, 2 rushing, and has avoided turning the ball over. The only other players in NFL history with 10 touchdowns and 0 turnovers in any 2-game span in a season are Josh Allen last season, Drew Brees in 2019, and Patrick Mahomes in his 2018 MVP season. Lawrence just became the 3rd quarterback since the 1970 merger to throw for at least 3 touchdowns, rush for a touchdown, and avoid throwing an interception in back-to-back games. The other 2 quarterbacks to do so both have the first name Joe. Montana had a pair of those games during his 1989 MVP season, and Joe did so in 2022. So right now they have the hottest quarterback. They're playing great football, and the quarterback has shown that he has resilience in the playoffs. I mean, how could we forget his comeback against the Chargers back in 2023 when he threw 4 picks in the first half and then 4 touchdowns to help them win 31-30. The very next week, they only lost by 7 against the Kansas City Chiefs, who would go on to win the Super Bowl that year. So not only is the league and the world in general, for the most part, not giving the Jaguars enough respect, they might be adding to the chip that's on their shoulder. Following Sunday's massive double-digit road win in Denver, Jags coach Liam Cohen underscored his team's underdog mentality. Earlier in the week, Sean Payton, Broncos coach, said as you look at them and you watch the tape, it's a smaller market, but you see a real good team. I don't know what prompted him to throw in the small market jab. I'm not sure if he meant it with any malicious intent, but Liam Cohen definitely used that as bulletin board material. After the game, he said, "Just thankful that a small market team like us can come into a place like Mile High and get it done." So you have a team that's extremely hot at just the exact perfect time in the season. You also have the fact that they only have one Pro Bowler who's not on offense or defense. Both units which are top 10 in terms of points scored and points given up. And then you also add a jab from a coach that's the #1 seed in your conference. A conference that doesn't have any Mahomes in the playoffs, doesn't have any Joe Burrow in the playoffs, might not have Lamar Jackson in the playoffs. As a matter of fact, this might be the most wide open playoffs I've seen in recent memory. With a quarterback that has shown his resilience, why can't the Jaguars make some noise, or at the very least, garner more respect? Why not take a look at this from the gambling perspective, okay? If you're not into gambling, they usually have a good read on what's going on in the NFL and in sports in general. So let's take a look at the Super Bowl LX winner. Right now, the Rams, the rightful favorite. You have the Seahawks with Sam Darnold at quarterback, who has been playing really well, but he has shown the tendency to turn the ball over time and time again. So we'll see if he can, keep that in check in the playoffs. They have a phenomenal roster, been playing really well. They deserve to be there. Buffalo Bills in third. Eagles, Super Bowl defending champions, with the 4th best odds. Then you have the Broncos right behind them. The Patriots with Drake May, who's been having a phenomenal season, but it's going to be his first time in the playoffs. You have to click show more to get to where the Jaguars are. You know those memes, those jokes where they say you have to accept cookies just to see the teams at the bottom of the standings. That's what it feels like. I have to click show more to find out where the Jaguars are. There we go. Finally, plus 1,200 to win the Super Bowl. 6 teams in front of them. 3 AFC teams, the Patriots, Broncos, and Bills. So that's not terrible. Besides the fact that you had to click show more, that's not bad at all. In terms of conference winners, pretty much the same thing we just saw. Broncos, then you have the Patriots, Bills, and the Jaguars at plus 500. Pretty decent odds. In terms of awards, you have Trevor Lawrence with the 4th best odds to win MVP. Now, it would be a long shot, like I said. Matthew Stafford probably going to win it, barring an epic collapse. Like, he would have to throw 0 touchdowns, 10 interceptions in the last couple weeks, and Lawrence would have to continue what he's doing while May and Allen are pedestrian at best. So that's probably not going to happen, but let me know what you guys think down below. Should the Jaguars be taken more seriously, or at least get more respect for what they've been able to accomplish? Thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one.
'Cause I'm on one, ay, #1, ay, I'm the one, yeah, getting it done, ay, yeah, this one of them ones, yeah, rolling up, ay, and fill my cup, ay, on my way up, yeah, ay, 'cause I'm on one, yeah, #1, I'm the one, yeah, getting it done, ay, this one of them ones, yeah.